All right, my background. I was born in the Republic of Tatarstan in Russia and came here when I was 17 after graduating from school, and then uh, got into the faculty of philology and started studying languages, in particular English and French, and also Russian literature and different other philological languages, philological subjects. And after graduating from the university with the first degree in Germanic philology, I also did my PhD, which in Russian is called the Candidate of Sciences degree, also in communication studies, and my thesis was on argumentation in American print media. And then I went abroad a couple of times for 1 year in 2000 in 1987, 97, 98 as a fellow, Fulbright fellow, and then for 3 years I worked teaching English and teaching rather Russian and translation at the University of Edinburgh in 2002, 2005. And after returning from these trips, I was nominated to be head of the Department of English at the Faculty of Journalism. And later, I also was hired as the head of the international service here. So I do two jobs here at the faculty. Now English and head the international service. So I'm coordinating exchange programs with different partners in this faculty. So this is my background. Now, in terms of the second question was teaching responsibilities. Well, I teach English, I teach argumentation and journalism, I teach master's degree programs. I teach a course called Russia's Image in Foreign Mass Media, and also teach Canadian Studies at the Faculty of Philology, etc. So these are my teaching responsibilities. Negotiate students. Well, I've been involved with this exchange since the beginning. The exchange agreement was signed in 2005, I think, between our universities, between our schools, Faculty of Journalism, St. Petersburg State University, and Nicosia. And then I think we started the exchange the same year, and since then, we've sort of, with no interruption, have had exchanges. Some students went to Nicosia to study, and your students, the Nicosia students came here to study for 1 semester. I think it's a very good program because it gives you an opportunity to be sort of involved with the culture and with the type of teaching that's different from yours, and I think it enriches you. And the same for our students. Of course, they go to Paris and they study their subjects, and obviously teaching is different from what they're used to here, and therefore I think it's beneficial for both institutions. Now, in terms of this group, I think it has been a very good group, and you've been very active, I think. Well, at least attending classes, if not in the classes, but that's all right. And so I've seen interest, and that's very good. And I've seen understanding, and I think your essays show that you've been able sort of take in the stuff that's been taught, and not only take in but analyze and process, and then create a product of your own thinking, which is very good. And I talked to other professors, and they're all satisfied, and the marks that you got show that you've been satisfied with your work. Well, what else? In terms of the future for this exchange, I think this exchange is very productive, and I think it will work in the future. And hopefully, the ideal situation is if we had a joint master's program, and these courses and also some other courses that we teach in the second semester could be included in this master's program, and we could do this, or if we somehow add our program to your master negotiation. Although it's not particularly a journalism program, obviously, but it's a communication studies program, which is fine. And so we'll see how it goes, but certainly this program will live and will prosper. And what I would like you to do is, of course, advertise it and talk about it in your school, and have more students. This is the biggest group that we've ever had. Yeah, 4 students at one time. Yeah, so, which is good. And I think it should be not the last biggest group, but there should be more and more students joining. All right, that's my wish. And I wish you all good luck with your studies. And I think the main idea of any exchange abroad, and I think you were right to choose Russia, say not the United States and or other countries, whatever options you had, because Russia is different, right? And by looking from Russia onto the world, you'll understand how other people, not necessarily Russians, view the world, but people from Africa or other countries view Europe, view France, view the world, etc. Because this is taking a different perspective. It's always better, than to sort of live and, as we say, boil in the same juice. That means, you are narrow-minded if you stay in your own country, or if you go to a country that is similar to yours, and that's, or at least the United States, of course, is not similar in many respects, but the thinking is. But here in Russia, you saw a different picture, and I think it's always. For example, today, this volcano, whose name can't be pronounced, but it basically stopped Europe, and everybody is crying and shouting and weeping. They can't get here and they can't get there. But if you think back when there were no technologies we have now, people were just satisfied with what they had, and that's it, And therefore, if you come to Russia and you understand that what you have in France, not everybody has in Russia or in other countries, and you can be happy without that, or you can be happy with that, whatever. It's just, and your happiness is in you. That's the idea, and not in the outside circumstances. All right? That's it. That's my little sermon.
Okay.
But that's, it's a joke, of course.
Thank you, Vadim.
Thank you. You're welcome.